Hey guys, what's happening? GW here. First of all, a couple announcements to make. I know that the last review I did was about that game Manhunt, and I know I went on a little bit about a Manhunt movie. In doing so, I actually found a sort of amateur project that lasts maybe 2 to 3 minutes. It's called Snuffed, and it was about, it was going to be a mini series based on the video game. And basically, these two guys, whoever did it had an enormous love for the video game, and they really put together something that could have been picked up and pretty much made into a pretty cool series if you like the show. I put it in my watch list so you guys can check it out, and I got to give credit to these guys because not only did they put a lot of effort into the budget of this film, or the promo rather, but they also put a lot of work into the costumes. In fact, the people dressed up as the gangs looked exactly like the gangs from the game. If you stay to the end of the promo, you will see a very, very well done shot of Pigsy, the big creature at the end of that video game. So I put it on my watch list. It's called Snuffed, and you guys can check it out for yourself. And then a little bit ago, I mentioned a movie that Fangora dropped called VFW. Well, I saw the thing, guys, and I'm telling you, if you're a fan of Splatter, you do not want to miss this thing. This thing is off the rails, and it's one of those movies where everything happens. Once something happens, like the core of the movie starts, it's like bang, 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 bang. You cannot recover from this till the very end of the film. And it has a pretty cool cast. It's got Martin Kove. You guys might know him as Sensei John Kreese off the Cobra Kai, YouTube show. Fred Williamson, he was in a movie called Original Gangsters. My man William Sadler, who was in one of my favorite movies of all time, Trespass. Stephen Lang, he's a pretty cool guy. I didn't know him till I saw the movie just now. And he's pretty cool. Also, it has David Patrick Kelly. Now, David Patrick Kelly, if you guys ever saw the movie Dreamscape, I think he was Tommy in that film. And I think I did a review of that film some time ago. He played an assassin who was going to go through the dreams and kill the president in that film, and it was pretty well done. But anyway, VFW is probably one of the most splatterific movies I've ever seen, as I said before. The plot of the movie is that there's a drug, they name it in the beginning of the movie, there's a drug that is basically getting people to do anything in the world to get a fix for it. Well, how should I put this? A girl that lives with a bunch of these drug dealers steals some drugs and runs into the local VFW run by Stephen Lang. I forget his character name. Like I said, I just watched it, and I've been playing the new Resident Evil 3, which is pretty awesome, guys. You guys should check it out. But anyway, it has a really gritty grindhouse sort of look, which will appeal to anybody from that, who likes them films. The violence in the thing is just over the top craziness, and once these guys come looking for the money that this girl stole, it's pretty much a full-on war. And I didn't expect it to be that splattery, but from the opening credits, it pretty much sets the tone. When a girl who wants one of these drugs jumps off a balcony ledge and splatters herself on the pavement. Done in really, really, really graphic style. But definitely give it a whirl. It's probably a movie that's not going to be, nominated for anything, but I'll tell you what, it's up there with, like, the war scene in Dusk Till Dawn when the vampires start attacking the, bar patrons, George Clooney and Tarantino and all them, they got to defend the bar. It's up there with the movie called Feast, which is another violent, clash at a bar type movie that you guys should check out. But VFW, I'm telling you what, guys, you better have a strong stomach. The only minor complaint that I can give it is that some of the, you know, splatter occurs with the lights off. So you don't really get to see it in the bright full color, but I'll tell you what, there's enough of it. There's even a scene with William Sadler and a giant industrial grinder that you can use to cut rebar with, and it's pretty splattery. But you name it, it's in this movie. Chainsaw attacks, machete attacks, you know, spikes, sharp implements. I mean, this thing is splatterific to the max, guys. So if you're a fan of splatter, and you may have passed this one up, definitely give it a whirl. And it's also put together by the people who do Fangora magazine, which they know pretty much what horror is all about. And this one is very cool. And the one thing I did like about the movie is the camaraderie about the old vets, and each character has a personality. I will say about Martin Cove's character, he is not to be trusted too much, as you will see in the movie. I'm not going to give away plot lines and whatnot, but definitely check out VFW. You know, definitely give that a whirl. Also on Shudder right now, there's a show called Cursed Films. The first one's up now. It's about The Exorcist, and it is a 30-minute 5-part series about movies that were cursed. You know, things that happened on set. You know, Poltergeist, there was rumors of actual satanic stuff going on in there. People were passing out at the theaters. And it's pretty interesting to check out. And I know they're going to do one on the Twilight Zone with the lawsuit and the Vic Morrow deal that I mentioned earlier. Poltergeist is another one that I'm looking forward to, because there were actually rumors that there were real skeletons used on the set, guys. And of course, we all know about that little girl who played Carol Ann. We all know what happened to her, and it's very tragic, as well as some of the other cast members in there. Seemed like there was a curse on that movie. The Omen 2. You know, The Omen with Gregory Peck. I mean, that film was definitely, you know, cursed and haunted, if you will. The Crow. I mean, so if Shudder covers all these in pretty much, you know, lengthy detail, it's gonna be probably an amazing yet interesting 5-part documentary. So I'm going to go watch the first one now. I'll be back to you tomorrow with my final thoughts. But like I said, definitely check out VFW. I will be reviewing the war movie 1917, which I heard is phenomenal. So we're going to give that a whirl here at GTV. And I hope everybody out there is staying safe, you know. And I hope, you know, you guys are just rocking it and getting through this as best you can. I have been noticing, though, a lot of people have been watching my channel, and I've actually been commenting back and forth. Because if you comment on something, I say I write you right back. But it's pretty cool to have everybody check out my videos, and I hate that it's under these circumstances. But I'm just glad I can inform you and maybe lead you to a movie you might actually like. And if you haven't seen it yet and you got stars, definitely check out Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Very awesome. That is one of my favorite films of the year. This one probably is my favorite horror film, VFW, so far. So, definitely check all that stuff out. And I will be back later with the 1917 review. Peace.